Hey guys, it's Mehdi. Welcome back. And today we are going to continue with FastAPI again because it's popular framework at this time, and we do more about FastAPI. And all that we want to do in this tutorial, we want to upload image and set a background AI. And as you can see from here at the first, all that we want to do, we want to delete a background from our upload file and set new, and with help with help OpenAI we want to generate a new background. As you can see, we work with website actually from here, from FastAPI to enter background description. It should be easy and simple test. And actually it should be interesting too. And let's start. As you can see, I'm going to start from 0 to hero. Okay, now I want to create a new folder. I name it Fast API, for example, background changer, for example, AI, and cd background background. Oh, sorry, I forgot here. Fast API background changer. And now let's to open our Fast API. All that we need to do, as always, we need our private virtual environment to create it. Just typing Python 3 minus env, I give it the same name as always. Okay, now as you can see, it's created successfully. And the second thing is that we need to active our virtual environment by typing source. If you have a Windows, you just need to type, I think, something like that, and then script, and then script and then active. If you have a Linux or Mac, just as always, source, the name of virtual environment, and then bin, then active. Okay, great. Now as you can see, it looks like that you have this, and I have requirement file, that should be all dependency that we need. Actually we just need 4, and they are coming from other. All that we need AI HTTP. I use it because I want to have to have it get a speed or faster request from endpoint API. We have Fast API and Ginger 2 for our website, and of course multi-dig that should be coming. I think it's coming from Fast API. Pydantic Pillow is coming as well, and UVCon to run our project, and the rest is coming from the other library automatically. That means pip install -r requirement file.txt. I will install all dependency that we need. Okay, take minutes. Okay, now I can create, for example, templates folder that we need. We need what we need else. We need, for example, static folder for our CSS, JavaScript, or image, font, or anything else. And we need what we need else. We need, of course, I can put it here. Main.pay Okay, now we have all dependency. Now we can upgrade our pip installed successfully. Now let's start from Python. Just from here we can say from FastAPI we need to import some classes. FastAPI class upload file to upload our original file to work with file and save it. Form we need because we have form, and of course to HTTP exception to check our any exception, or we can use try K as well. Now again from FastAPI response for our responses that we have we can get after send a request, import file responsive, and of course we need HTML response as well. And again from FastAPI template to work with template, as you can see we need it. All that we need, we can say FastAPI templating import Ginger 2 templates, and again from PL, that should be I think PL import image. If you want to know more about PL, you can that's something else. Pillow. Okay, I can show you later what you can to do with PL. And import AI HTTP or HTTP to send a request, faster request. I say need to IO to work with IO file system. Sorry, import OS, and of course from rem just import remove background, for example. Okay, all at the first we need to all that I want to do. I'm going to create an instance from FastAPI class, just type API FastAPI. Okay, I have new keyboard. Yes, great. Now this FastAPI class, as you can see, you have constructor, you have more different setter methods for setter or getter, some things like that you can imagine. And yes, let's to continue. As I have said, we want to work with templates. That means HTML. Okay, I need index.html. What's wrong here? It looks not bad, but what's wrong? Okay, we can create it manually. And what we need else? I just want to create an instance from Ginger templates as well. I say we need to define as we need Django or some other MVC MVC app. You need to say templates folder is your template for your website. Just I'm going to create templates variable, and I create an instance from Ginger 2 templates, and we can say here directory should be the name of your folder that you have here, templates. Okay, that means all that we have inside templates is now inside Ginger template 2. If you open this class, you can see this constructor constructor or or other methods or everything that you need from here. Okay, now let's continue. And now I want to set your API. I want to set our API key to generate. If I open this build, as you can see here, you are allowed to enter background description. Now that means API, we want to use OpenAI to generate AI images. To do that, you must be sure that that you have actually this this OpenAI. I think it's under dashboard. Okay, if you don't have platform OpenAI at the first, you need to create the account here. After create the account, you need under Bling here connect to your bank konto, or you can charge your konto for $1, $2. Actually, it depends to you. And then after you create it, you can just from here API key, and just from here API key you are going to create new API. Actually, as you can see, I have created for test, and every time you can delete it, there's no problem, or you can create it again as well. Sorry, I gave for example the name FastAPI, and sorry, FastAPI, for example, background changer. I give this name, and after create secret key, that should be create our secret key. I can copy that, and let me come back here. Okay, now that should be okay. What's happened here? No, yes, that was okay. Let me. I have more different app here. Okay, change. Okay, no. Let me close that I don't need. Oh, okay, yes, no. Okay, good. And yes, let me to put it another side. Okay, now I have this. Okay. To do set actually your OpenAI API token K or token, what you want to name it. I'm going to say OpenAI API K, for example, or token. That should be equals to this token that we are now generated from our website, that is coming from here. If I do, as you can see, did you have a name? And as you can see, last use is never or created time. Every time you can delete it, there's no any problem. Now let me come back from here. I'm going to create our first get endpoint to open just our index.html. Okay, let me come back, just add app, just get method. From get, I just want to say here I have response class should be HTML, or I think I have added here HTML response. Yes, HTML response, and async def method, for example, I name it read root or something else. It's depend to you what you want to choose. Or you can name it home, because we want to return home. We want to say templates from templates that we have created from here instance. We want to say dot template response should be the name of template that we have here, index.html. We can say index.html. We want to return it as a response. We can say just request. As you can see, request to this time can be just simple empty. Okay, great. Now we can test it if it's worked correctly. Before test it, we need to run our project. To do that, we use UV corn, and we have forgot to. Okay, now we need to import UV corn. Okay, great. Now I can simply say if name equals main, just ubicorn.run, what we want to run, just simple app, the name of our app here and here, and the name of our host, that can be 000, or you can just typically local host. Yes, depend to you what you want to choose. And we need to define a port. For ports I choose 8000. And what that we don't need, okay, let me to test some things here. P we don't know. Yes. Now, okay, now I can say background, for example, generator or changer AI as a title. Just from here. Oh yes, I know. Let me again. That's just problem because we have Ginger too, and Ginger is not pretty real HTML. Okay, now we can say P. Okay, now I can say you can. Yes, actually you can create external HTML and then copy paste here, because I think this is easier to use every time to work without any suggestions to be hard. Just I name it index tem dot html. I think is better. Okay, now for example here. Okay, welcome to home page. Now, okay, now we can run our project. To do that, just by typing Python and the name of your Python file, now as you can see we have any error. Maybe you mean instant. Yes. Okay, let me come back. From here we have variable with the name open. Sorry, here should be underline. Now we can to check if everything's work correctly. Okay, take your time. Okay, we have okay, maybe we need to wait, but about here the second index. Okay, what happened here? Python main.py is not work because I don't know why. We don't have any error here. Let me come back. 8080 for example, and okay, again I'm typing Python main.py. Okay, still is not work. Localhost 8080 is not work because the program is not running actually. Maybe here. Okay, looks good. Now welcome to home page. We are allowed from endpoint here without any name. From root actually we are calling index.html from here. Okay, now let's come back. We can continue from here. And okay, the second is we need a method to upload our image, our original image, and after upload image we want to remove background. We want to generate new background, and then we want to combine image. That means we want to set new generate image as a background for our original image, and finally we need to save image. That means 4 step. Okay, let's start. Just app dot post, of course we want to post okay, upload again asynchronous method. Def should be upload image. Okay, file is coming from class upload file that we have already added, and is coming one file, and we can say as anything, and prompt should be our description for image generator, and str, and again form as default. Okay, great. Now let's continue. If we can check if not file name, we can check. If you don't have any file or you don't upload any file, we can get an error. And switch. Okay, sorry. If you upload anything, actually that means we can check at the first is anything except png or anything. I don't know what we have. We have JPG, or you can say anything except JPG. I'm not sure. And we can check to return error or some things like that. Okay, if not file, should be okay. The next is to, if we have something like that, raise for exception. We can to manage any exception here. We can say the status code 400, for example. And as a detail, I like this actually. This section, HTTP exception from FastAPI. You can manage any code. You can define a detail. It's perfect. It's perfect. I like it. And just invalid, for example, file type. Okay. What's wrong here? If not file and switch. Okay, looks good. Now let's continue from here. Always try to use try and cache to manage any error or code. Okay, the first things I have already said, we have 4 steps here. The first step should be remove, for example, background, original background that we are going to upload. We can say input and image. For example, I use image class. Image.open. Yeah, we want to read the image io.byte io, and we can say await file dot read. Okay, looks not bad. And then at the end we want to okay, now we have here sorry, here. Okay, dot convert to, after read the email we want to convert to RGBA. You can learn more about this image that we have from PEL. It's open source library. PEL Python. Okay, Pillow fork. Yes, that you can open it and there are more about this Python image library. Python image library is a free and open source. Additionally, you can see more about this if you want to learn more about it. Okay, now just all that we need to do is pretty easy. Actually, it's not too much complex because we use this library just to remove background. You can say remove bg. For example, image, just remove. I call this method remove input image. Okay, great. And the next or second step after remove, we need to generate what we need to generate new background. Okay, now just new new background method await generate background method that we need to create it. Okay, how how we can create this method? Let me. I think it's apply. Okay, I copy that and I'm coming, for example, down maybe here. Okay, now we can say we have a synchronize method. We name it generate background, and as a parameter, as you can see, we have this prompt that should be description of background. That means we want to enter background description that to create this background. We can say our prompt should be prompt as a str. Okay, now, sorry, not here. Prompt as str. Okay, the next step, I'm not sure if you are familiar with OpenAI from Doc. Now, as you can see, it's too important to know if you, when you work with OpenAI, always you have a model. That means always you can decision which model of OpenAI you want to use. If I open, for example, image or prompt engineer, that was, I saw it, I know, image generating. As you can see, when you want to generate image, you're allowed to say which model you want to use. OpenAI 4, 3, and every model has different price. It's depend to you. As you can see, image generator that use DAL-E2, and you can define a prompt. That means a white Siemens cat, for example. You are allowed to define a size. You are allowed to define quality, and something else. And you must be sure. Actually, every fields that you use here, you must pay. That means if you need a 4K image, of course you pay more than just simple or just a simple or HD size image. And as you can see, this is just EE only. Image open, mask output. As there are some edit images that, as you can see, you can edit your image as well. It's pretty easy to mask. Actually, is delete it or edit some things here. The code is there. Actually, so you just area that you need to copy paste it. And there are some. We want to use this code to generate our image. But about price, I'm not sure. I saw the OpenAI pricing. Okay, OpenAI pricing. Oh, okay, great. All that we need is here. If you want to work with image model, as you can see, you are 2-3 different model, and quality if you, it's depend to you which model you want to use, which resolution you want to have, and pro image you need to pay. For example, Dale 3 standard for this resolution need 40,000 actually cents, dollar, sorry, image to pay. And yes, all that you need to know about model before you generate a photo, and it's depend to your project or your request, which one you want to use. Now let me to continue from here. We can say, or we can copy paste it. Okay, I just want to copy paste. Oh, it's not Python code. Okay, no, header. I just want to use, I think at the first okay, that is not what I need, but let me to copy this part. I think we can use it, or I don't know, something's better. I actually need snap. Okay, let me come back. We can edit it. Okay, we need to define header as you have saved in documentation, because this is not for image. I not get, let me to image, maybe image usage generator, maybe here looks better. Oh, okay, now looks more better. We have model, we have prompt size and thing, and looks good. That we want to have. Okay, good, great. Okay, now from headers I can copy that, and here is coming actually the name of, let me to I want to use our OpenAI K. I can say here. Okay, OpenAI K. That should be something like that. Now I don't get it anymore. Okay, now it looks good. We have authorization, and we say, oh, sorry, authorization F beer. Okay, that we have F for authorization, and we have our beer for token. Is this the method that which type of token we want to use? And from here again, just to say the name of our OpenAI K, and something is wrong here still. Okay, now we can say content. I prefer to type, not copy paste. Okay, down application /JSON, and we need to define data now. Data that should be the good, interesting things that we have said. Which data we want to have. For example, prompt is coming from user, is coming from here, but actually we need to define it as well. But it's coming from there. We need to define model and the size. We can have it. Let me copy that and come back here. We can say Prompt is coming from prompt variable that from our method that we send it from here. Prompt equals prompt that is coming from form. We call this method and send it here, all that we want to do. And again from here we want to say n equals 1 and that should be size. Okay, good. And if you want to define a model as well, because I choose at this time I want to choose as a default is should be DLE2, but if you want to change that you can define it. You have this defined this OpenAI pricing, or you can want to say not I want to use all the best models. Where's that? Okay, here for example this should be the model name. You can copy that and here you can say for example model should be that, or if you don't write it that should be take it automatically that the default actually of that of the model. Okay, now it's time to generate, to call the method to generate it. I want to say asynchronize again. Wait. We need to call this endpoint. We have an endpoint here. As you can see, we have this endpoint. We want to call this endpoint to generate new images. I use IO HTTP because it's too faster of any other that I know. And I say client timeout, client session should be as I give a name actually is session, and again okay, asynchronize with session that we are create from post. Okay, the name of this post endpoint, I want to use that. Now it's pretty easy. Okay, and headers should be equals our header. Actually, we want to create the image. We want to call this endpoint to generate the image from this data. That means you need to define data. Data says which model you want to use, which prompt, which description you have for this, and which resolution you want to have. Or you can add more and more. Actually, you need to read this documentation what you want to do. Okay, then we have headers and JSON data. As you can see, I say this data is a JSON file because I didn't use just normal client. You can use like that as well. Called client. You need to open. You need to create instance from OpenAI. Actually, it looks better. I think it's is easier to use. This is depend to you which one you want to use. And as a response, okay, what is coming to response? We say response that response dot rise for status if we have, and image URL variable, want to say await response dot JSON. Okay, and now just we need to say we want to take this data, and from data we want to take the first child or from URL that we get it. Okay, looks good. And now we can say asynchronize with session that get our image URL. And here's the simple code that we are going to create and generate new image response. Okay, what's wrong here? Okay, we have response, and this response is coming from here because I said all this line code should be as a response that zero status. Okay. Yeah. Not synchronize. May I forget some things here, or okay? We have our HTTP endpoint color client session as a session is pretty good, and then we say session.post. We want to send our request to OpenAI, generating headers that we have, JSON we have as well, and response should be the response. Okay, no, wait a minute. Your problem. Executed black pointers, okay. No. Let me to no. Okay, variable client response. Again, execute intent block variable response. Client response. Oh, okay. Client response. Image response. Okay, response. Client response. Okay, client response. Client decision. That is coming from here. It should be. Okay, it's I know what's wrong here. Yes, I know. Okay. Because let me to close that. This except exception as if, for example, and then just simply say rise. If we have, for example, HTTP exception, we give a status code, for example, 500, and then details for here for upload. Details for upload can be image processing failed. Okay. Now let me come back. We have this method. And inside this method we are just trying to say, okay, because let me to finish that. If I say my image, if I define new image from image class dot open, okay, from IO dot, of course, base that await for image response. That is read from here. I cannot read. Okay, here is work. Actually, why is work our response that raise response dot raise status return image that we generated. Okay. Maybe here I have some this maybe I forgot some things to do. No. Okay, that we know, we need to know. Okay. But we don't get any error here in command line. It's okay. Let me to continue. That we can come back when if we didn't solve it automatically, because actually looks good. I don't know. Let's to continue from here. Okay, that was the first step. Second step, generate new background, remove background, generate new background that we have generated from this method. And the third step should be this combine, that we want to combine new background with selected image that we are not in, remove it. To combine image, we can say just final, for example, final image. The path should be file name or final image that is coming. Actually, that should be the name of the file that we have after combine we want to generate, I name it final image.png, or you want to, I don't know, result image, define what you want to do. And now final image dot save. Sorry. Final image to combine, for example, images, because we need to call this method combine images. We need to create this method like generate background. We want to say remove it bg image and new background. Okay, great. Let me final image, for example, path that we have generated, and here just return file name, just final image path. We want to return it to save it, for example. Now from here create new method. Again we can synchronize def method combines. Okay, and what we need to combine, we need to say foreground foreground image that we want to have, and background image that we are created, actually generated from API. Okay, now we can say foreground image equals foreground image dot convert to, okay, what we want to convert to RGBA. The same we need to have for background image, and what else? We need to say background. Actually, we can use that dot here. Resize. Let me just stop my program here. Resize foreground image dot size. Okay, looks good actually. And what we need at the end, after combine foreground and background together, just we need to return combine image, combine image, not image. Okay. Combine image should be from image class dot alpha composite background image and foreground image. that should be this a combination actually return and combine image dot convert RGB. Okay, what we did actually, from here we just upload image, and after upload we are remove the background, and from here we call this method to generate from OpenAI to generate new background, and from here combine image we have remove background, we have generate new background. We need the time to combine these two images together. To do that we use to help alpha composite method from image that can help us to convert actually or combine these two methods together. And that was the first, second, third and fourth step. Is the last. Just easy to save it and save the final, for example, image that. To do that, that should be here, that we can say final image, then after combine that save final image dot path and return this file path to here. Let me to close that, and yeah, looks good. Let me to run this program and check if the error we have still error or not. Just when typing Python main.py, okay, no error. Okay, interesting. And localhost, let me to open it, ducks. Okay, it's time to upload. As you can see, get binary string image file, and prompt it should be our the description for image to generate the image. I upload an image. I don't know if I have or something else. Okay, as a description we can say dark room with blue I don't know, light, for example. And after generated, it should take a time loading. You will get as a response the file name that we have already says we need a file name. Okay, it's take a time. It's not don't take a time for generate the photo. It's take time to remove the alt photo. Okay, now after execute, you will see the response body should be final image that we want to have, and status code is 200. That means it's work correctly. Now it's time to download it. I will give this file name. Actually, you can use it or you can send it to anyone with file name that can be accessed to download the image, or depend to your project. Sometimes it looks perfect actually. If you be able to give it a file name or give access to somebody to have access to this path to download the image from file name, actually that should be in a project as well, if you have this possibility to do that. Okay, After that, you can see a response body is download file with code 200. I can download that, and now as you can see, we have dark ROM with blue light, and looks good actually. The original image that I have used, that was that we have removed the background and set new background, and looks really good. I like it. And the next step, we are recording about 1 hour. I just want to copy paste HTML file. You can continue, you can do that, because if I want to write all the HTML code, I need to first type here and convert to Jinja 2. To do that, I just want to delete that and copy paste my HTML file to here. And if I come back to localhost, you have this possibility as well. Again, upload photo and write description here what you want to do, and process again. And you will let me do, for example, I don't know, cartoon C with white fish or fish. It's too late, okay, because it's in processing. And yes, and about HTML file, actually is not too complex. Just from here we have a form we call from action upload that we have created here, upload method, and we say method is post, the same way here post, and that should multipart to encrypt our code. On submit, we want to upload image, and we want to come back, upload image should be here as well. And what we need, okay, I give this ID name a name prompted, because we want to get it from user. That should be the same name that we have used prompted to send from user. Actually, we get it automatically from prompted is coming from user, from form. We take this from, we take two things, file name, we upload file, and we get this prompted, this description, and we work with this description as well. Upload image and send this request to OpenAI progress file, and what I did here, display the download link. After finish, I want to, as you can see, you have download process image, you can download it as well. It's the same way that we have did in docs file. And if you say reset, you will be reset the file. Of course, that was the reset of file. And download, that should be work as well. Actually, cartoon C with white fish on, because it depends to your description what you write, and you will take it. Don't worry. Good, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Actually, that was my first tutorial about AI, because at this time all of us actually work with AI, and that should change it. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Have a nice day.